here we are, guys, back again in Gibraltar, over at Phoenix. Yes, I know the aircon is on. It's been a hot day once again. We are in the middle of summer, so apologies about the recording quality. As you see here, we won the league, 3 losses. Mons Kelp, Britannia, Lincoln. Mons Kelp only got 1 win, which was unfortunately against us. Champions League, we haven't entered for the next period, but we did lose to Celtic in the second qualifying phase. Rock Cup 1, Senior League Cup 1, Pepper Raiders Cup 1. We checked the schedule. It was a very patchy season for us, to be honest. We had a loss against Britannia, a loss against Mons Kelp. These 2 losses here nearly lost us the league. It's because Lincoln ended up slipping up towards the end. But apart from that, it was quite a busy season. Obviously, the heavy loss to Celtic, and all the friendlies were against teams in other countries, which is what I'm liking because it's giving us better competition than what we have at the moment. But go to the squad. Obviously, appearances: Kyle Parody, Yusuf Alhana made the most, followed by Ziz, Cardona and Hadley, then Harrison and Poole. Goal wise, Kyle Parody topped the charts this year, scoring 22 goals, 14 assists. He's a very good player. Aziz followed up 17 goals, mainly because of penalties and free kicks. And also Nick Hadley, the youngster, the 17-year-old, had an amazing first season at the club. 23 appearances, 12 goals, 12 assists. Could not do any better, I think. And then average, I won't say average, but good performances for the rest of the squad. Also Mark Poole, 18-year-old, he had a very good impact. He started off very slowly, but he played very well towards the end, scoring 5 goals and getting 6 assists. So it was a good season, and I believe, just looking here, he is the highest paid player. But it's definitely worth it for the future. What else are we here to look at? We're here to look at the club. Obviously, we're doing very well still as a club. The board have youth facilities and training facilities which are now being built. They have to be pushed back again, which is very frustrating because now they won't be ready until the 19th of January. They've been pushed back a little bit, so that's unfortunate, but halfway through the transfer window they'll be fixed, which is excellent. I'm very happy to see that. Obviously our wage budget is very, very controlled. As always, the finances obviously on the decline because we are paying wages, but Champions League football is really keeping us alive at the moment, which is good news. Transfers, I will show you some transfers actually, because this will be surprising. So these are the people that went out. As all these free transfers here are youth players who I did not need, so I just got rid of them all. Angel Alonso Nunez left on a free. Jeff Anson went out on loan. Proctor and Groves went on loan, so these are some prospects. They're not very good though. Adrian Pino left on a free to the same club that Nunez went, and Lawrence Forshaw left. He was disrupting the club, so he had to go. So the Daniel Sanchez did come in this year, 20-year-old. If I do check I think I can check future transfers. I'm not 100% sure. It might be back. I shouldn't be back though. No, it's not. I don't think they will have come through yet. So future transfers, here we go. So on the futures, as you can see, there's 4 players here. Jamie Malla. Yeah, you think 17, you think, oh, he's not a very good player. You check his history. 13 appearances, 10 goals, 5 assists, but altogether 21 goals in 21 appearances. That's a goal a game. He's a good player. Michael Scorer from Lincoln. And you think 18, he doesn't look very good either. But you check his history. 12 appearances, 10 goals in the league. He made 16 appearances with 4 off the bench. He managed to score 13 goals. So these guys are very consistent goal scorers. So I'll sign these guys on. If they don't like it, I will gladly loan them out because they are young. Anthony Hernandez is a very good centre attacking midfielder. He will more than likely replace Christian Saban Carretero, the captain, because of his stats for stars, but also the age. He's only 23 years old, so I think Christian Carretero is almost 30 now, so he's 7 years on him. He's a better player overall. Also, Stuart Hussey, another midfielder. He's a 15 first touch and 12 technique. He's got massive stats, but you check his history, he's been a bit of a pest, to be honest. He just pops up all the time when I don't want him to, so I'll gladly loan him out. So that's the futures. That's everything sorted there. Finances, obviously we've seen, we're doing well. We are on the decline, but we're doing well. Inbox, there's one thing I want to see if I can bring up. Here we go. Gibraltar rise in European coefficients table. So if you check the coefficients of England, Spain, Germany, Italy, so all these big countries on top. If you look down the bottom here, San Marino on bottom, followed by Andorra, Malta, Wales. So we've now overtaken Wales, and Gibraltar are 50th. So we have got 2.667 coefficients next year, so we are rising in coefficients, which is very good news. The other thing I'd like to look at is qualification plays. So you see, looking at Champions first qualifying round, we get one team, so that's Champions League, we get one team to go in, and for the Europa League we get 3 teams now instead of 2. So you look at the thing this way, so the Champions League qualifying one, all these teams get it. So obviously we're down in 50th. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 4. We've got 3 teams to overtake, 4 technically, before we get pushed into second qualifying phase, which is excellent. And if you do look in the first qualifying round in Europa League, it starts off at 16th. They only get 1 because they got second and third qualifying. But if you look down here, there's a lot of teams here with 3, unfortunately. Obviously San Marino get 1. But yeah, so more teams in continental competition, which means more money in Gibraltar, which is excellent news. European club rankings, we've gone up to 405th. I don't think this is very accurate, but we've gone up to 405th. And competition, the first division has moved up 42 places to 137th, which is more than any top flight division. So I think I say 137, you know. So sorry, we just go down here. I know this is going to be a bit of a pain. 137, so there we are, 137, right? We are on the verge of 1-star reputation. That's how close we are. 3 spots. So hopefully next year we can do that. Cup wise, I would not have a clue, to be honest. So I'll just go down. I'll be able to find it if we look at the nation on the right. It's probably a mile down, to be honest, but I'll gladly have a look for it just while we're recording. San Marino's here, so obviously the Rock Cup will be worse than that, surely. Ukraine, Scotland. Here we go, Gibraltar. So, oh no, those ones are pretty bad, but apparently the other one's a bit higher. The Rock Cup, here it is, right here. I missed it. It's 97, so it's gone up 6 places. So that's on the verge of a 1-star reputation as well. So we're really pushing, which I'm very glad to see. I think that's it we can talk about in Europe. But looking at it this way, if we, Europe's being a big thing at the moment. If we go back to Europe and we have a look at the Europa Cup, so the Europa League, and you have a look at the stages. Oh, actually, we want to go rules. Where the rules are first qualifying round. So if any of our teams lose, which they will, 80k. So surely we should be able to figure out who's coming in from Gibraltar. We'll probably be down the lower. So obviously Lincoln will go in, which would be good. They'll get, not that they need the finances, but that'll be good. Britannia are also going in. They do need the finances as well. And surely there should be one more. I'm a bit blind. I'm looking. I can't see it. I don't think we'll be in this top div. No, we're not. So I'm not 100% sure who the third team is. I will have to double check that. But as you can see, Britannia's made it through, and Lincoln has made it through. So there's more money coming in to Gibraltar, which is excellent news. I don't think we've had awards, to be honest. That's a good point. Well, I just got like this first division awards. So yeah, we haven't had awards yet. So what I'll do, I'll leave you guys here for now. I'll get the awards and I'll add that into this episode. And I'll also get the Champions League draw. So I'll see you guys very shortly. So here we are. There's been no news of any awards, so I'm assuming they haven't done any this year. The current World Cup is on, which is quite interesting, but if you look at this, Champions Cup draw say, and Gibraltar Phoenix have been seeded for the draw. So we're seeded for the first qualifying phase. Does that mean we get Fiorentino automatically? It does. And Fiorentina are from San Marino, so that should... we should get through, surely, if we're going to play against Fiorentino. San Marino. They have a stadium capacity of 750. Surely we will get past. Here I am laughing and probably get whooped, but... So, we got Fiorentino. That's really weird. It's going to be played at San Marino Stadium though. Capacity of 5,250, but now that's insane. So we'll have a look at the second qualifying phase. Of course, we're in Group 1, unseeded, and we'll be drawn against a seeded team. So, Celtic, Maribor, Dynamo, Red Star, Dynamo Tbilisi, and Strom Godest. I'm assuming they're the ones we get put against. So, let's draw, and we are the first team. If they put us against Celtic again, I'm going to be absolutely furious. Maribor. Wow. Bloody Maribor. They are going to give us an arse whooping. That's for sure. They are quite a big team. If you check their... how do I check their schedule? Champions League last year, they beat Glentoran, they beat Zilna, and they beat Barte. They got into the group stage. Oh no. Maribor are going to be a struggle. Damn it. So, we'll draw all teams. Celtic got Derry. Zilna got Neftki. Who was it like? Dynamo got Yeah, Dynamo wouldn't have been too bad. Yeah, and Progress from Luxembourg got Stromsket. So there you go, that's the draw. Liverpool have released these players, but they won't come to me because I don't have enough money, or I can't give them a full-time deal. There you go, if we beat Fiorentino, we'll play Maribor, and more than likely, we will get beaten by Maribor. So I just want to check something. Right, so, schedule. So there you go, Champions League qualifying, second qualifying, third qualifying, and then playoff. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds before you get into the group stage. So we always get to here. So they smashed Glentoran 3-0 and 8-0. Oh no, we could have a Celtic story, and they're from Northern Ireland. They do have some youth here who do not look too bad at all. But anyway, that is the draw. Fiorentino will be the first game. If we get the win, which if we don't, I'll be fuming. Then we will play against Maribor. So that's been the draw. My name is Chivos. Leave a comment on the video, and I'll see you guys at San Marino and Fiorentino.